Hello, thank you very much for tuning in. So I've got a call here that went out on the 30th of October 2023, and it's Paulogia and Shannon Q on the line. Now, Theo has called in and he spent quite a lot of time talking about morality and the whole idea of sin. They've got to the stage now where Shannon Q has said, you do realize that for those who don't believe in God, there is no sin as such because it's a theological concept. So first of all, you need to prove that there's a God, and then we can talk about sin. So that's where we are at the conversation. Let's go with it. Something really quite surprising happens, and I'd like to discuss that as well at the end of the call.
Christ is the one who bears our sins. He bears our sins. And he bears our sins. And so though our sins are as scarlet, they are as white as snow when we accept Christ, right?
But we talked about up the top of the thing that you have to demonstrate that God exists before we're going to care about what happens with our sins, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think that there is anything to bear. I'm completely unconvinced that there is anything for Jesus to bear. So that's a neat story, but you got to, for it to be relevant to my life, you'd have to demonstrate relevance, I guess.
Mm-hmm. To demonstrate God.
He's acting like that's a big surprise, like on the line. Nobody has ever been asked to demonstrate the existence of God. To demonstrate God.
Well,
or he could.
I think
that'd be cool too. If God wanted to demonstrate himself, that'd be cool too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like super cool. I believe God has revealed to you and revealed to me that He is good. There is good and the rejection of this good.
So
evil.
So hold on. You believe that He's done that for me. So you know my thoughts and experiences better than I know my thoughts and experiences?
Well, I just
well, Paulogia was actually a Christian, so I suppose that when Paulogia was a Christian, he did believe that God had revealed those things to him, but then he obviously stopped believing it.
Like I know what the Bible teaches, and I also have a relationship with God. So
without God, because
go ahead.
Because of the authority of the book, you believe that you know your thoughts, you know my thoughts and experiences better than I know them, based on what you read in a book.
Well, not just based on what I read, but I guess God Himself is the precursor for knowledge. Like, in order for us to even be able to know things, would require.
No. I'm not letting you off this. You said that God has revealed him. You know that God has revealed Himself to me. I know my thoughts and experiences. That's the only thing I can know in the world, whether God exists or not. All I can know is the content of my own thoughts. So the only thing I can be sure of in the world, you're saying you know better than me.
No, I'm not saying that I know it better than you. I just know the one who has revealed Himself to me, and based on His nature, we know that He is good, and then He also reveals to us that there's other beings made by Him, other humans who are made in His image. So He writes His law in our heart, right? To love God, to love your neighbor.
Do you think that I don't? Do you think that I don't know the contents of my own thoughts?
Do I think that you do not know the contents of your own thoughts?
Do you think that I'm unaware of my own thoughts?
No, I do not think that you're unaware of your own thoughts. No, I do not think that.
Okay, so how could God have sufficiently? So you can't know whether I'm lying. I grant that, but pretending I'm being honest. If Shannon and I say that God has not revealed Himself to us, you insisting that He has is the most ridiculous thing you could possibly call up and say. You're calling up to say, I don't know the content of my own thoughts.
No, I'm not saying that.
You are saying that.
We can all suppress, like the truth of God's revelation, and like
no,
I
can
do
I
it,
suppress it?
You do. We all do.
Can I suppress
to one
it
degree
to
or
the extent
another.
that I No. I can't suppress that. If I don't know what's in my thought, then it wasn't my thought, right? I don't have thoughts I'm unaware of.
If we don't have access to the ontological good, the actual good, then no one can ever do anything bad, right? If you don't have access to God,
you're changing the subject entirely.
Anything bad.
That's irrelevant to what you just told me. You told me.
Well, he's claiming that Paulogia is suppressing the knowledge that God has revealed to him. And I would think that the most sensible route forward there for Paulogia would be prove it.
That I have been granted sufficient knowledge of God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
and
that you talk about morality, well-being, minimizing suffering shows that you have this relationship with God. You have this like desire to be good and be in alignment.
No. You're totally changing the topic. Why are you constantly changing the topic? We're talking about whether God has sufficiently shown himself to me. You're insisting that he has.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore you know my thoughts better than I do, because in my experience, God has not sufficiently shown himself to me. I know what all my thoughts are. I can't suppress something. I can suppress a thought that I've had, but I'm just telling you that those thoughts haven't happened.
those thoughts have not happened. Well, yeah. I mean,
so either your book is wrong, or I don't know the content of my own thoughts. Which do you think it is?
We all suppress the truth of God's revelation and unrighteousness to one degree or another. Because if we didn't, then we would all be perfect. You'd be a perfect person, I'd be a perfect person.
Maybe if I try to explain it a different way, and then we're going to have to let
Shannon
you
go.
Yeah. So, Theo, can you know something that you are unaware of?
Can I know something that I'm unaware of?
Yeah.
I don't believe so. No, I don't really believe so.
Right. Okay. So when God demonstrates himself to people, are they made aware of God?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're saying that I won't even talk about Paul now, because I the same could go for me. So you're saying that I am aware of God, right? And I know he exists.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what you're saying. Just want to make sure that we're very clear on that. You, Theo, are saying that I am aware of God and I know he exists.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. I am telling you that I am not aware of God and I do not know that he exists. So that leaves you with two choices, right, Theo? Choice one is that I am lying, because we've already established that you can't know something that you're unaware of, right? And that God would make me aware. So I'm saying I am unaware of this God. I don't know that he exists. So either I am telling you the truth or I'm lying. Those are your two choices, right? Those are the only two choices remaining.
Yes.
So am I telling you the truth, or am I actively lying to you?
Well, yeah, I'd say you're suppressing the truth and unrighteousness, and we all do it.
No, that was not one of the options. That's not one of the options, Theo. We went through it. Am I telling you the truth when I say that I do not know God? He's not made me aware of his existence. Am I telling you the truth that is my experience? That is my mental state. That is what I know about myself.
I believe that we can unconsciously suppress thoughts and feelings. This is something which I'm surprised that Shannon is not actually addressing. So, and neither is the caller.
Yeah, I'd say lying.
Okay,
so that's messed up.
Yeah, so she's consciously suppressing this knowledge, this experience of God, and she's lying.
Your worldview is such that you think that anybody who doesn't believe like you in the same God that you believe in, or doesn't believe in a God at all, is walking around on earth, just millions, potentially billions of people lying about it. So in your paradigm that you've created, I know God exists. He has made me aware of his existence. And yet I'm here having this conversation with you, just actively lying through my teeth. And so is Paul. So is every other atheist on earth. All of us. None of us genuinely don't believe because we've not had an experience of God.
Yeah, I mean, what about somebody like Alex O'Connor, who actively wants to believe? He's open to this. He really wants to believe. If it's true, he invites the experience. He invites this knowledge that the caller is talking about, which he claims Shannon is actually lying about and suppressing. How would he explain that?
That's what you have to believe to hold on to this argument that you're making. You have to, and it's ridiculous on its face.
Well, I suppose that what he might say about Alex O'Connor is that he's lying. He's lying on that level as well, that he's a kind of open atheist, that he wants to believe, he just hasn't had the experience or the knowledge, that he's also lying about that he's a covert, willing atheist. He wants to be an atheist and he doesn't want to believe.
Peace. You just believe that a massive subset of the population is just lying their asses off for no concern.
Well, I think that Shannon's made the point, so is Paulogia, and they're now laboring it. I think that they can really close this call down.
Conceivable reason. But you have
to. There's a lot of, there's a lot of good reasons why people might want to do that.
Theo,
so like,
wow. Theo. Yeah. Theo. So you think anybody who doesn't hold to your belief system actually does and is just lying?
Okay, this is getting absurd. He should have been dismissed ages ago. Can't believe they wasted so much time on him. I think we've heard this from, is it Ray Comfort or is it Matt Slick? I'm not too sure, but I've heard them talking with Matt Dillahunty, and either Ray Comfort has said, you know that God exists. I think Matt Slick has probably said it as well. And it's a point of view that really rules out any fruitful discussion, because you're calling somebody a liar and you're saying that they either don't know their own mind or they're being deceptive about what they really believe and what they're willing to admit that they believe. So, okay, let me know what you thought of that. I thought that call went on way too long. He should have been dismissed a long time ago, but okay. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.